Howdy folks, friends and family across the globe, and welcome to another WAAAGHamma Wednesday showcase, which is just an excuse for me to play WARhammer games on a Wednesday, but this is going to be a very special, twofold WAAAGHamma Wednesday showcase. For two reasons. First reason, it's one I've never played before. And the second reason is it's one that I'm going to continue to play for the next live stream until we beat the campaign. Let me clarify with that. If you're new, do not do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievements. I just play games for fun. The goals are simple. I pretend you're sitting here next to me on the couch. Why? Because I call these buddy or companion videos in case you got friends and family who can't make it on over to hang out. That's not a problem. The way I see it, whenever you turn on one of my videos, it's kind of like you're inviting me into your home. I'm inviting you into mine, and we get to share the world's biggest couch. That's right. It's called the internet. So, pull up a chair, sit back, relax, consider everybody, your pal, your friends, play good, bad, old, and new games. To my subscribers, thank you to each and every one of y'all. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing these videos, especially this game. But I set out long ago to play as many, if not all, Warhammer games. And to be fair, there's only a handful I have not played. And this is one of them for reasons we'll probably get into. But if it wasn't for you, I would not continue to do these videos. I'm going to make the promise, as long as one of you stays subscribed, I will keep pumping out videos like an orc pops out spores after it dies. Much like how I feel my soul is going to die after playing this game. Drive by Redneck Viewers, howdy. We'll do a sound check too while we're at it. And I'm going to recommend WAAAGHammer because it's by the same company, and from what I know, because to be fair, I haven't played this one, it's apparently a better version of this one, even though that doesn't really have like an official campaign. I got to get back to it. The last Warhammer showcase I did for WAAAGHammer was terrible. Terrible. Oh, terrible. Alright, give me a second. Artwork is provided by my dear brother with the red lettering painted on by me because he's got all the artistic talent. And I just like to make things worse. Heh. On the plus side, hey, no elves. Got that going for us. Oh, I gotta do that with the controller, don't I? Yeah, we lost power, a tree in the neighbor's yard got split. So, I think it's an omen. Hey, thanks. I'll need all the luck I can get with this. So, we'll see how sound is with this. Yeah, Rogue Factor, that's right. Okay, it is switching over, that's good. At least got that going for us. Close the game. Alright, we got Goliath. I do know that they picked like the most boring gangs to use in this game, which was a disappointment considering. And that really, the differences between the gangs, there really aren't any. WAAAGHammer, there's very different play styles. For example, playing Vampire Counts, Skaven, Chaos, Empire, Inquisitors or Inquisition, whatever they were called in the Sisters. Very different. I'm not even going to bring the tabletop into this. I'm just talking about the other game. Very different play styles, very different characters. Alright, let me try putting on a cinematic to see how the game sounds, as long as the game sounds good. Yeah, WAAAGHammer's a great game. Hard as balls, but
why I love the Goliath so much. Easy. Take this sandbox.
I'm just hoping that this isn't too terrible, but I kind of already know it is.
In the Underhive.
But who knows? Maybe it'll change my mind.
Suspected they were actually delivering themselves.
Yeah, because they were working on this. Which, to be fair, I mean, this could have been good. really. I don't know why they made the changes they did make to the game, but I guess we'll find out. You know?
It's always profitable to make new friends. Especially when they're Vansar.
So, those are the Vansars. They did add 2 gangs as DLC, but again, the difference between them are really nothing from what I saw in the discussion forums. The other one are the Cawdor, which, again, those are only a small fraction. Back when I played the newer edition of Necromunda, I played Meat Grinders and Gene Stealer Cults. I originally played Gene Stealer Cults in the original.
Over more than 1 million worlds. The burning light of its imperial cult reaching even the most remote places. Even in the eternal darkness of the Underhive.
But that's why we're also here. We're here to see what happened. From someone that's been in the hobby for many, many, many years. Playing the original Necromunda. Hell, playing the original Mordheim. Mordheim is still the best rule system that Games Workshop ever had. I actually got the book sitting right there. The Necromunda book's back on the shelf. Alright. Options, let's do this. I'm guessing sound for the game and my voice is good. Right trigger, English. Don't disable tutorials. Controller vibration can go to hell. Sounds good. That should be fine. I'll try it with that. The best place being Alright. Yeah, I got old rules, I got new rules, I got many of the rules. I don't have the most updated rules, but Necromunda was always a solid setting, right?
Untold billions crammed within mountains of metal. Vast insect mounds of tireless industry amid the toxic wastes of their own manufacture.
They just picked the most boring frickin' gangs.
Inside the hive cities, every breath of air, every drop of water is recycled 1,000,000 times over. Every watt of power and each mouthful of food must be guarded against rival clans and outlaws. It is a place where only the strong can endure, and no one prospers. Except, of course, those at the very top. And yet, opportunity still exists for the gang bold enough to take it.
Now, I've done a playthrough of this other game. It's Necromunda as well. Let's Hired Gun. That game, I feel, is criminally underappreciated. That was a solid game that I brushed off at first. I'm not expecting this to be a hidden gem. But like I said, most WARHammer games fall in the middle of the pack in quality of what type of game they are. Only the extremes are the really good ones and the really bad ones. So we're going to see where this one lies. If I'm placing a bet, it's a really bad one. And I have a feeling playing this is just going to make me want to play Mordheim. And if you're unfamiliar with this or Mordheim, both games basically play like Valkyria Chronicles. They are turn-based games that kind of do turn-based a bit different. Where your characters can actually move and do things.
The only question is...
So it's not a bad system. I think it was a great advancement of the turn-based genre. Yeah, Hired Gun's really decent. Very, a lot of the same stuff gameplay-wise with Titanfall 2. Like the sliding, wall running. There's like a grappling hook, and you get a dog instead of a giant robot that you can turn into basically a robot. Alright. Hivequake, venturing far from home, Clan Escher gangers Vex and young Kyra traverse treacherous unknown terrain to reach a secret gathering called by their gang leader. Alright. Oh, block some features, right? Sure. Don't care. There's no data.
Wait. Come on, Kira. Move your off.
For example, Mordheim didn't have cutscenes like this. But it had amazing dialogue between missions and stuff, dude. Like the Skaven. All the quest-giving parts for the actual missions were voiced. And they all knocked out of the park, whether it was Undead or Skaven, but man, it wasn't. Hard as balls.
Vex? Vex? Are you okay, Vex?
Yeah, different company. Hired Gun was done by guys who did Divine Cybermancy. They did the one I showcased the other week, Space Hulk, whatever, Deathwing.
I'm okay. I ain't made of
The Mordheim that I played on Nintendo Switch which was basically like a touchscreen game, was pretty good too, actually. All right, it's gonna be what? Just yeah, I'm not using keyboard, buddy. But because I hit the keyboard when I was adjusting, because I have to go turn the AC unit. Adjust it, so I'll be right back. Alright, and it's thundering and storming and pissing and moaning. It's Florida. Alright, Mordheim models. This is the great thing. Because I own the rulebook, there's shit all Games Workshop can do when it comes to needing certain models, so basically we can do counts as. Don't get excited, folks, just nods. Alright, first time playing this wonderful game. Each mirror move costs 1 MP. Movement point and action points, yes. Alright, so. Well, they didn't have actually any rules for Mordheim. There were unofficial rules that you can pick up and find, but they weren't part of the core grouping. Alright, because Mordheim predated them by a good bit. Where are we going? Move your fire toward the crate's blocking path. Vault over the crate to reach the other side. To vault, press A. Alright, and that's 5 action points. That's the thing about, okay, so that's the end of that run. Hold B. The Mordheim game is it's actually pretty faithful to the tabletop in its brutality and the way it plays. Okay.
Coming down!
So why do you think Chesser has called a meeting out here? Outside clan turf?
She's gang leader. She calls the shots, not for us to question.
Right. Okay, then we select fighter, got it. Okay.
Chesser has been acting weird these past few days. You think she has a job lined up?
Dialogue.
You can count on it. We'll find out what's up when we see her.
I guess we're just supposed to go there and navigate. Use the zip line. A lot of this just, I don't know. I know.
I'll try
I
and
may be
patch myself
complaining
up.
about this because I do enjoy Mordheim, but a lot of this just seems needlessly convoluted.
We gotta take
But we'll
down
see.
this barricade to go further. Allow me.
Alright. Heavy weapons and explosives, and that's what she is. She's heavy weapons. Got it. Well, I can't pick anybody else, so by default you think it'd just switch to her automatically. No. Can't be that easy. Alright. I don't even know what the other option was. Toggle strategy view. Okay. You really did put in a lot of different ways to view the battlefield, huh? It's, to be honest, it's not that different from Mordheim in regards to that, but it just looks nicer. I don't know. Oh, got it. Fine. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there. 4 beacons. I placed all the beacons. We are already here, huh? This is where we're at in life. Climb the stairs. What stairs? I can't climb the stairs. You wanna know why? I can't even switch characters. Can't do that. Can we zip line back up? Oh, God. Now, Age of Sigmar had some type of very, very, well, not very good version. It was called Shadespire. And I actually got that for free on Steam, so we might check that out eventually.
Two more idiots. Where do you think you're going? Tessa has lost it, dragging us out of our home turf. Out of our way, Moran. I won't ask twice. You fool! I'm taking us back. Tessera hasn't got clearance from the matriarchs. The clan will exile us if we don't turn back. Screw it. Let's do it then.
Okay, 83% chance to hit, huh? Of course. More time rules, right? Where'd that come from? Oh yeah, that's great. Can't see anything, but... Sure, I guess. We're just gonna shoot. No, that shouldn't be an issue. Like I said, there's jack all that Games Workshop can do about my accounts as. You know, my book, my table, my rules. Okay, initiative 72 and 61, but what are their initiatives? Might be smarter to go with her first. Nope, she's still quicker. Damn. Okay. This is the campaign, by the way. Tactical, the only thing we can do is disengage. Tactical, it's probably gonna need to reload, right? Insufficient action points. Wait, what? It's an unsafe zone? What does that mean? Alright, so I can already tell you, much like with Mordheim, you're going to want to learn initiative orders to kind of game the system. In Mordheim, you need it to survive. You will spend 40 hours and still suck at the game. At about 60 hours, you'll probably be good enough to make it through half of the story missions. It'll take you 4 hours of not playing the game to go back to square one. That's just the type of game Mordheim is. I'm thinking they may have gone a bit different with this, right? No, it jammed, huh? To be fair, that's part of the game. What is this? Massive axe. Put him back. I have no idea what field repair does. What does it do? Pin. Fighter cannot be pinned. Visible. Increase vision. Okay. Yeah, that's neat. Okay, so she's got higher initiative. Inventory? Can you equip that, please? Does she not have an Overwatch? Can you not Overwatch with a heavy weapon? Worth a shot. Two-handed weapon jammed, of course. Oh, you son of a... Alright, so... it's mostly full. Minus 40. Uh-oh. Pinned? How dare you? Ah, jeez, run it. Why can't we use that? Got the AP to use it. Now, something to keep in mind from what I did read about is that good job. There is not the same customization options for your characters in this game than in their operations mode, which, if you're familiar, WAAAGHammer is the opposite because there is no like official campaign mode. There's a ton of customization. That same customization is in this game, but it's just not in the campaign mode. Why they decided to do it that way, I don't know. Maybe because they felt it made it easier to control variables in regards to... Wow, she really wants her. Stop it. Okay, why can't she stand? Okay, there we go.
Searcher! Moore would never venture out this far without a map of the area.
Alright, so it's gonna be one of those games. Maybe dispensers are limited use items? I have no idea. There it is. Extract skill, use the view the extraction notes, yeah. I think we know where that's at. That's a door icon over there. Alright. Yeah. That right there. Got it. So you're going to be playing preset characters, more or less, for the campaign.
Come on, the meeting place is just up ahead.
Alright, what about Bob?
Shame.
Never liked her anyway.
Whoa, whoa! We're with you!
No hard feelings?
Hell no. If Maren wanted to lead, she had to be strong enough. And she was weak. So we'll follow you, sister. So what's this all about? Why are we meeting on the way out of here? It's got to be big. Why risk it otherwise?
Big enough that Tess is more worried about those matriarchs hearing about it. Big enough to risk getting into a fight with the slab punchers.
Ooh, so the biggest. It's gotta be loot, right? Ahoy!
Shut up, Kira.
Hey, lay off!
Alright. Vex and Kara finally Reunite the rest of the Bane Cats, eager to hear their leader Tesser's big announcement.
What's the deal, Tess?
Yeah. Why'd you drag us all the way out of house territory?
My gang, my rules. Spy took a big hit last night. Shock went right to the core. Feel them quakes on the way here? Something big got kicked loose. This isn't just lightning getting earthed. Whatever it is, it's making its own power now. And that means only one thing. Archaeotech. No one knows about this yet, and we're out here to keep it that way.
We'll be made for life! How are we getting there?
I know someone with the route down. They can...
Watch out!
Give him hell!
How far we have fallen. Huh. Yeah, this was a last minute audible. I actually had a different game planned. But to kind of break up what I've been playing recently, I figured this would be a good one to toss in and to get it out of the way, to be honest. Alright. Reach the higher ground, defeat Flint and Priska. What we got? We got a heavy. We have a, I guess, specialist. 2 flamethrowers, maybe. No idea what that is. And that is our leader. Outside of initiative, weapon loadout, and maybe 1 or 2 other aspects, it really isn't much different.
Scum-sucking Orlocks must have trailed us down here. Make them regret this ambush.
They blocked every way out!
Stop complaining and get to higher ground. From there, we'll work on finding us an exit.
Choose destination? I guess there. Oh, yeah. Oh, hello. Target is too close. Aim shot. What's this do? Be aimed at specific body parts. Field control. Oh, son of a... That ain't good. Alright. Go big or go home. And go home. Oh. You know what? That's fine. Now we know. Looks like there might only be 2 of them. Yep, it's true, will we? Oh, look at that! Pinned. Alright, I guess she was naturally in Overwatch. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They're all over the damn place. Okay. Probably should have done this from the start, huh? Kind of neat that you can look. Oh, that's like an ice thing? Okay. Brittle armor. Oh. Okay. You're gonna be exposed, but that's fine. Okay, she's got one leg down between the... Okay, good.
Good. Get some trophies and find out which gang they're from. We need to know what we're up against.
The Black Ash. Ugh, just what we need.
What is this? Might as well. All right. You might be able to get a shot off. Ah, son of a... Okay. First impressions. It's... To be fair, it's one I've not been as interested in. Just because, I mean, Necromunda was always neat, but I've always been in love with Mordheim. Heck, I even thought Inquisitor was kind of neat. Oh, come on. How... She's got a sniper rifle and she can't hit her. Give me a break. It looks fine. The setting seems themed well. Aim shots are always a nice touch. They apparently reduced the circle size. For individual characters. In Mordheim, there were these rather large circles where you couldn't actually get in or through areas if the enemy was blocking you, so it looks like it's much smaller this time around. What do we got? Offensive ambush? No. I don't want to overwatch or ambush. He's right there. How do we... Just strike. Okay. And I think because of that, it doesn't have the same tolerance, right? Like, I could tolerate flaws with WAAAGHime because the setting. And the factions. Man. It's alright, though. We'll give it a playthrough. There's just something about WAAAGH, man. The Cursed City. No, that's way too exposed. Are they on the bridge? No, they're not. If only they were. Yeah, same. Same. This that's what this game is doing for me, is just wanting to go back to play more time. Which I will. Since that one I was sick and I did a poopy WAAAGHammer Wednesday. But we started this game, I am willing to see it through. Cross the bridge. Come on. Man, they are not wanting to Engage. Oh, thank you. That's fine. That's a good pick. Well, she might be a goner. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter about picking up weapons, right? Since we don't get that part of the game. Just wait. Now this is a classic style tactic for Mordheim. And I think this may be part of the reason that this didn't do as well. Because in Mordheim, not everybody was ranged. But if you had ranged units, what you want to do a lot of times in Mordheim is pile them all into a building, block a door, and then just pelt away. The AI usually doesn't do very well against that. Now, realize that with Mordheim, one of the things I do have to take umbrage with is that it scales to your warband level. So no matter how good your warband is, the enemy will be just as good. The exception is, every time you wound an enemy warband, those wounds carry over. So the best advice I can give to anyone getting into Mordheim is try not to kill the opposing warbands. Try to wound their members, because then even though they'll be bringing the same units as you, the same amount, the same power level, their wounds will carry over. So they might have a lame leg, or they might have a negative to shooting a bow or a pistol because they lost an eye. Someone's gotta go. And this is it.
Slash that zipline, Kira. Cut him off. We'll need to check the terminals for a way out.
On it. But you need to take care of that wound test. Must be some stims around here somewhere. We can't afford to lose you.
Follow me. There's a way out on the other side.
I feel terrible talking more about Mordheim in this game, but I know more about the Mordheim game. I put so many hours into it. Try to get all the unlocks first, because the bonuses and unlocks that you get carry and transfer over to all your warbands. Right, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you get there. That looks like a target in an area effect. Can she just not throw that far? I guess she can't throw that far.
Get those to the wounded.
Alright, inventory. Is she wounded? Kinda. We didn't screw that up. Can we not kneel in? Okay, we can't kneel in Overwatch. She's just gotta survive one round, huh? Or her. Okay. Good. Alright. Yeah, it should be a good time. It really is a solid game. Hey, good job with the Overwatch there, Vex. Oh, you actually hit. Why are you doing this? It's fine. Nope. Son of a... Gotta get used to the targeting. That's fine. Get closer. Okay, get real close. What sense that makes? I don't know. I heard the AO was bad. I think it's not as bad as it was at launch. Now we just throw everybody into the grinder. Grind. Alright, and sabotage a zipline. It's not giving us the option. I see the gear icon. God, this game. And it jammed. The RNG in this is far more forgiving.
See ya, scum suckers!
So yeah, the fundamental difference is Mordheim was more about the melee combat, and magic. I don't know if this has psychers in it. I'd be kind of surprised if it did. You also have big guys, so Skaven would get rat ogres, crypt horrors for vampire counts, ogres for empire, another type of ogre for the Inquisition or whatever they were called, or witch hunters is what they were. Then there were specialized mercenary units you could hire based on factions. Alright, we've completed all the optional objectives. Really? 40%? 90%? No, search. Alright, now we gotta figure out where the exit is. Alright. So yeah, if you're looking for a turn-based style game that's a bit different, and at least so far, this is a lot easier than Mordheim. I would recommend probably, I don't know. If you get on sale like I did for like $3, might be a good dipping your toes in, but I'd recommend just taking the polar bear plunge and just getting Mordheim and learning how to get good at it. So that was second floor, yeah. Where's the elevator? That looks like an elevator. So let's get one over here first before we go down. Or if you're looking for Valkyria Chronicles like turn-based, that's kind of the thing. I have played so many turn-based games, I'm just burnt out. But you know, more turn-based games like this, totally dig. Gives you a bit more tactics and mechanics to mess around with. Enemy reinforcements. Okay. Great. Reach the extraction zone. It's just that guy.
There's more coming. You've got to break out of here, Tess.
Oh, he's quick. Turn 5, huh? Oh, is that him over there? And I haven't tested it in this, but in Mordheim, kneeling actually increases accuracy for ranged weapons. You just need more in general. Oh, I thought he was going to push the button. Make her move. That would have been hilarious. Alright. Let's see. It says reach on floor 2 if need a reviver with an adrenaline shot. Okay. Multi-grenade seems a little bit too overkill, but we'll do it. Alright, is he dazed? Now that's something else. I'll give you some free advice out there, folks, for Mordheim. There are two types of tanks. I'll give you 2 tips. There are 2 types of tanks for Mordheim you want. You want block and dodge. They both serve very different functions, but they're both equally important. And when it comes to doing damage, you want to try and be able to stun reliably and as often as you can, because it causes the enemy to, if not skip a turn, if they shake stun off, it causes their action points to go down by like half. And I think he's stunned. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I know. That's why I said earlier, we just need more in general. Nothing about tanks. When you brought that up. Field repair yourself. Alright, just keep field repairing everybody. I was just giving folks out there advice after I responded to your tanks comment. About tanking. Because you're going to need tanks in Mordheim. And I guess between the two, the most useful one would be dodge tanking. Alright, so they're just going to keep spewing these things out until we get her out of ammo. Well, I mean, we've discussed this. In fact, I think Heath and I have a list we might get around to about 10 types of WARHammer games we'd like to see. Because the IP's got a lot of wiggle room, you can see done. Just shoot. We missed, that's fine. Yeah, Overwatch, might as well. I know there's some giant mech game coming out where it's one person basically crewing a Titan-sized vehicle. Forgot what it was called, though. Yeah, there is a game coming out that's like that. There's one I was thinking of. I just forgot what it was called. It's basically Warhammer Titans in all but name. Alright, we'll take the risk. Or fortune. Where is this place now? From this perspective? Okay. To the left. Or, yeah, they'll go out to the right.
This way. Hurry up, ladies.
Yeah, a lot of these companies are sitting on money, though. So many things they can do. Oh, damn, she gets to go first, huh? No, not Kyra. I don't know what happens if you lose a teammate in this, because
Get out of here. We got you covered. Get rich for us, Tessera.
okay.
Poor Tessera was furious about the ambush. The Black Ash knew she was onto something juicy.
Yeah, like I was talking about with Titanfall. They could very much do a Titanfall
But Tessera was a good leader.
Tau game.
See? She
A Dishonored Skaven Clan Eshin game.
The cost. That left her.
I know they do have a Clan Eshin Skaven game coming out, but it's like a... doesn't look very good.
Find the man who knows a route into the Underhive.
It might surprise me.
Continue a quest for riches. Because once blood is spilled, there's no turning back.
Alright. Sets up a meeting with the character to negotiate with the Orlocks a safe route to the Archaeotech. Right.
Tessera? No sign of the black ash on her tail. We lost him.
For now, at least. There's something else? Spit it out.
Some Goliaths heading this way. Rowdy boys, I think. But if we stay quiet, they'll miss us.
You could do a Tyrannid Pokemon style game where you go collect Tyranids.
We'll set an ambush.
I choose you,
Take them down
Carnifex.
clean and quick. Grab some cover and take aim. And Kira?
Carnifex does. Oh my god, it's devouring my legs.
Away.
Attack. Nom, 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 nom. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is just a glorified tutorial, and I get it. Some missions like this one, you'll see. Alright, we can see their deployment zone for reinforcements. There. What's that? Skills, traps, and barricades. Alright. And as you can see, Kyra's back. Because of the nature of this.
Let's lay out some traps. The blockheads won't see it coming.
No one, much like Dragon Ball Z and Marvel, nobody ever just stays dead. Reach the rendezvous point. Toolbox. Place traps. Okay. Yep. Back when Warhammer had a lot more of the RPG elements. For sure. To calibrate the generators? What the hell are the damn generators? Is that a generator? Right behind him? Who's this? Calorie. Alright. That's new. This does have a lot more verticality. Where is that? These traps at choke points. Okay, but not seeing where it wants me to put it. What's this? Oh, hey, Pressful. Yeah. Definitely, we'll give those a go for 2 OGs. I am not seeing Can only certain units maybe do that? Go back, get a toolbox.
Now secure the elevator.
No luck. Elevator's not running, Tess.
Gotta fix those damn generators before a guy changes his mind.
Oh, okay, that's where we go with that. Got it. Yeah, it's not terrible. Also have some decent RAM on it and a very important correction to make. Right. We know. And you know what? We forgive you. We agree. Resident Evil 3 Remake is the worst Resident Evil. But you don't have to worry about correcting that. Set up an ambush using skills, traps, and barricades. Okay, but this is so... We'll figure it out. So see, like, why can't she do that? Yeah. That's all I got. That's all I got for now. Calibrate. Okay. Alright. I guess this. There's a vault and alright, we're at one of these things. Why can we not interact with it? Oh. Okay. Every barrage, guard a zone where enemies are targeted every 3 inside the zone. Once performed, zone able to move or use equip button. Okay, so it's a type of Overwatch, I guess. That's fair. I have no idea why we can't do anything more with this. All right. I think we got that second floor covered. Again, the presentation of this is fine for what it is. And because we already have them in Overwatch, we're gonna wait there with them. You have a box.
Give him all you got. We're on a tight schedule.
Wait, our color code. I don't care. I don't care. You know what? I don't even care about the optional objectives. Oh, so it's every time they move within that bubble? That seems overpowered. She just took him down all by herself? I'm assuming that's wasted, so let's do that. Oh god, no, she still keeps going with it. You missed, of course. You're a disappointment. Yes, Necromunda is a WAAAGHammer game based around hive cities, which are cities that are basically the size of planets, and they hold trillions of people, billions of people for the smaller ones, where they're usually industrial planets. And they have gangs that fight it out. And the gangs all have different types of themes. Escher are an all-female group who, from what I recall, mainly deal with running drugs. Goliaths, before the reboot, were all male, and they were like big steroid junkies. And all the different houses have different themes, to include the introduction of Arbites and stuff, which are basically like Judge Dredd, but in WAAAGHammer. Except not as cool as Judge Dredd. It's a decent enough setting. I still prefer Mordheim, which is Fantasy's version of the gameplay style, but there was some neat stuff. The rat skins were pretty cool in the original. I don't think they brought them back, though, for the new edition. Weapon is jammed. Yes, it is set within the 40k universe. Yes, that is correct. And this is basically, I'm sure you remember I did the WAAAGHammer playthrough showcase. I did it poorly, but it's basically it's the same developers. This game had its problems though. Apparently the AI was worse than it is right now. To be fair, WAAAGHammer's AI wasn't really great either. God, she can't hit worth anything. There we go. Probably best not to group up. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this, and this might be controversial right now. I don't think this is as bad as Dawn of War 3. Is there any way to check the backpack? I think she may have something we want and or need. This is basically a worse WAAAGHammer, but I'd rather take that than a worse Dawn of War. I think he means real WARHammer games, not a Fail of Sigmar.
Elevator will be good to go in a few minutes, Tess.
Good. Now kill the stragglers and be quick.
Ah! Please tell me we can charge him. Well, if he moves. I'll consider. Well, like I said, I did get Shade Spire for free. So if and when I do those games, that's probably the one I'll start with. Now, he's locked in combat. I don't know what he's going to do. He's probably going to break away. I probably should have locked into combat behind him, so if he tries to break away, he goes towards the ambush, but I wasn't thinking. Hop down, get ambushed. Let's see how that works. Death from above, okay. Here we go. Ambush. Also, folks, if you're going to give WAAAGHammer a try, ambush stance in Overwatch. There, just saved you like 5 hours of frustration. He's stunned, so we'll automatically recover this turn 20 AP. Disengage. Wait, she's stunned? Oh, I thought he was stunned. Well, crap. Oh, yeah.
The pressure girls, our contact won't wait forever.
Oh, now they got sound effects. They will jam. Okay. And out of ammo. And of course, we've got, what, at least 2 WARHammer games lined up? Pretzel, I think we've got Dawn of War 2 Retribution, the Tyranid campaign, you said, and Deathwing. They're down there. Which means I might be able to get set on this guy here, huh? No, he's way too far out. Yeah, they should be good times. I'm excited to do Deathwing because I have not done the multiplayer, and the multiplayer for that is different from the single player. Just make sure you look up the classes that to play as, and we'll try and figure out the best one. The best combination that the 2 of us can have. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that guy's gonna wreck him. Oh, well, what is... I love it. That is the AI I was expecting. That's brilliant. Man, they just seem to be going after Kyra. Now, I'm aware in this, the story mode, you switch between the gangs, so we'll be seeing, I think, the Goliaths after this. But they're going to play pretty much the same. I think they might have different weapons, but I don't believe any of the weapons are faction specific, unlike, say, Mordheim, where Skaven, for example, get their Weeping Blades and their other Warpstone weaponry. Everyone's down there. Let's get her in. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Maybe she'll take the long way. Oh. Alright, reload weapon, kneeling, yeah, do all that.
What's wrong, ladies? We're not usually this sloppy. Come on.
How long do we gotta wait for this damn elevator? Granted, I mean, we're only on a couple turns since they... started. I'm not even gonna bother picking stuff up. There's no point.
Down already. The area's secure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with... I thought, oh, going for secondary objectives should be fun, but it... I was wrong.
Trouble? Not my doing, I swear.
Merchant Guild.
We guilders are sworn to strict neutrality.
Just some local.
And yeah, if there's any other Warhammer games that catch your fancy, Pretzel, we can add them to the list.
You have a route to get us below, Gilda the boss.
I do. I can direct you to an area of Underhive you specify. Lawless place, it must be said. But you'll get there in exchange for a share in the archaeotech.
Just as I promised.
As well as one other tiny thing. A down payment, if you will. The recent hive quakes have left me homeless, and there's a splendid location for a new hideout in an adjoining dome. Get me settled in there, and I'll have you on your way in no time.
Always looking for an angle, huh?
What about Space Marine 2?
Alright, you blood-sucking Gilda. You've got a deal.
Rowdy boys, the Bankcats continue. Well, let's continue with the Bankcats. Yeah, right? Your space shark guys. Yeah, we played that. That was probably one of the ones that impressed Pretzel the most. He really got into that.
Surround them. Make sure they can't get away. Then we'll put that hideout down around their ears. And if you see that Gilder, don't put a scratch on him. Understand? We'll chat with the fella.
Oh, okay, so we're playing the Goliaths now. And it looks like, again, the only difference is just the way they look. Because their initiative values aren't different. And this is very different. I know I keep going back to more time, but it was the same developers. Same type of game. But for example, most undead don't have to take fear tests or terror tests. On top of that, they generally, outside of the vampires, have very low initiative. Skaven have very high initiative, but they run at everything. Chaos have mutations that they can get. So even your basic guy, if you pick the right mutations for the upgrading, which is something other gangs in Mordheim don't get access to, or warbands, you can make a monster out of even your most basic unit. Alright, what's he got? Alright, this looks like close combat specialist, maybe. No, looks like an engineer. It's got like a little gear icon. That's our close range fighter, maybe. Flamethrowers. That dude got a... No, that's not a... Well, it might be a bolter. And he's got a... Well, that could be a heavy bolter, yeah. To be fair, Goliaths are bigger than normal humans. In general, just because of all the steroids they take. Let's see what our map looks like. We got those there. There. Set traps to the west. We'll scout around and see what we can get first. Damn. I didn't know their initiative was that high. Oh, tech marines are always neat.
Get in there and crush them, boys.
Oh, it's just a freaking brittle debuff enhanced and reducing your nullifying damage absorption. Lasts for the entire fight. Oh, affect all body types. Alright, who's the closest? There's that one. So there's a trap we need. It wants us set there, and I don't see another one. They're already set to Overwatch. And there's a mine. We are bumbling into everything. Okay. Yeah, since we've got the high ground, Anakin. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You could target her before, but that's fine. Shoot that. That's great. Oh my god. I know, user error technically, but the lack of customization, I think, hurts the campaign. Which I know is not the main mode, it's just a glorified tutorial. Okay. Who's that? Well, let's go say hello. Let's see what this guy can do. You can run into mines. And absorb Overwatch. %. Alright, Pretzel, thanks for stopping in. You have a good night, and catch you tomorrow where we will be doing more Necromunda. Might be able to beat it. We'll see. Don't go up there. Okay. Let's create some effect all allies in range, activates the enemy fire, blah 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 blah. Entrenched, 20 AP. Alright, so we got 70 AP to work with. We might be able to. See, that's 40, 10, 30. Yeah, we might be able to get 2 shots off. So entrenched might be the way to go. reminds me, I think there's points you can get for your war bands in multiplayer from WAAAGHheim. So if you want to grind some easy stuff, get a buddy and just do some matches and try and win, meet the requirements. I think some of them are like win 10 multiplayer matches, so on and so forth. How's that just 83% the whole time? I don't know if there's stuff like that in this, because the campaign's different from operations, I think they're called. Oh, make sure you make your weird stone deliveries. But the minimum payments, don't worry about maxing that out. Let's try and get him out of there. But yeah, I mean, it's WAAAGHheim with, to be fair, a bit more readability. Oh, there's a dispenser in there. She's an asshat. Great. All that work. Well, she should at least be brittle. If we were reading that right. Where is she? All right. Huh. Sure, fine. I wish once you locked on a target, it locked on. None of this resetting. If you got someone in Overwatch, make sure you initiate them last. That way you don't waste an Overwatch. Well, yeah, at least... here for something. What is she doing? She just didn't want people to use that elevator? Oh, okay. That's at least smart. Setting up an ambush at the doorway, because, yeah. Alright, everybody's confined to basically over there. Alright, let's do this. Transformers game like this would work pretty well. What is mark target? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Son of a... Oh yeah, totally. Have the split campaign too.
They've got to have a chem lab in here. Find it.
There it is. What is this, payday? He does not have entrenched. Nope. Just kind of did that. I guess it wouldn't hurt to... Oh, he's dead. Son of a... Kind of scout out the health areas and kind of camp them. Oh, jeez. Now he's outnumbered. I mean, we'll take that, I guess. Try and muscle through it. Or run. And I knew it. And I just ran into it. Okay, that worked. Where are they from here? You actually just worry about jumping down to check out what's in here. Well, they got a lot of med stations in here, huh? Oh. No, 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 no. Ambushed. Crap.
Torch the lab, boys!
Do your job. Objectives first. Oh, he's done for. Oh. He lives to fight another day. Out of ammo. Reload weapon. Here we go. But we can't use our special abilities, I guess. Oh, there's another chem lab. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, there it is. We'll get it next turn. Oh, I should have done him first. Oh well. Go left. Damn it. Hold up. There we go. Which one's Calria? Oh, that's who we need to be taken out. Okay. I'm sure there's achievements for doing objectives, side objectives, but because there's no customization, there's no real reason to do that.
That's the scorching smell of revenge.
You know?
You hear me, Tessera?
I mean,
I'm only getting
I
started.
get why they did it. Okay. Son of a... Where are those healing stations? Here we go.
Sabotage these dispensers. Don't leave anything standing.
Wait a second. Why'd the guy... Oh, she got stuck. Ha! They didn't fix that. That's a more time issue, too. Wait, are we stuck on this? Don't tell me we're stuck like this. Okay.
Weak. You don't belong in the Underhive.
Well, you know, when the objective is on the map and it's a gigantic magnifying glass, sort of defeats the purpose.
Let me out! Must be the Gilder.
Find the key. Get this door open.
Oh, does someone have the key on him?
All right, boys. Time for a chat with our new friend.
Oh yeah, she's getting the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. Nope, she's coming back. Exhaustion, okay. Yeah, better him than the guy who's got the key. Wait, why can't we use that? 45 AP, we got 55, 60. Oh, you have to be a higher elevation. Yeah, it's fine, just put him in Overwatch. He's got enough to tank it. Oh, now we have to defeat the Bangcats. Jeez. I don't know what it means by that being an unsafe zone.
Escher harpy got me to a new hideout as promised, and then locked me up with no fracking air. Until I was liberated. This is how I met Bloodfall.
This is how I met your mother.
To those unfortunate guys.
How I Met Your Father. Whatever that show was called. I think it was a show.
And there was a vast fortune of archaeotech to be won. I helpfully suggested you might still catch up with Tessera by using a nearby train. Whether Bloodfall or Tessera won the prize, I'd get my cut.
Alright, let me look up how many chapters there are. Just so I can pace out this live stream. Because again, this is a very first ever WAAAGHamma Wednezdayz showcase milestone where it is a game I have not played before, and because I've done those before. Speed Freaks, I think, was the very first one. But this is the first one I'm going to live stream over the next couple days. How many chapters? Necromunda, Underhive, Wars. Bam. Okay, 15. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna call it here, folks. Because I have to get some stuff done for the nightly routine for folks around here. I want to thank you all for joining me. There'll be a review at the end. But is it that bad? I still think Dawn of War 3 is worse. But this game just makes me want to play Mordheim instead of this. To be fair, though, this isn't the main game. This is the tutorial campaign, right? It's supposed to introduce new people into it. So I guess I'll be a little fair on it on that front. And on that, you know, it does a fairly okay job, but it's still missing the majority of the content of what you will play. The meat and potatoes of Mordheim and this game, I'm assuming, is the operations. In Mordheim, it's your warband, which is also the main game. And that's where you can hire people, you can name them, you can upgrade them with traits and gear and a bunch of different stuff. But because this is a campaign that they're wanting to introduce people to the style of gameplay, they removed all the configurations and the tweaking and the character creation and whatnot. They streamlined it. And I understand both sides of that argument, because one of the criticisms from Mordheim was it had a very high or steep learning curve and high barrier of entry because of that. But wait for the review to hear if I recommend this game or not. Yeah, so I'm always glad to hang out with y'all too, man. And of course, we got games on the docket, 3-player games down the road, you know. And again, you're always welcome to join us on those. Like before, it's just your call. Age of Sigmar games are worse than Dawn of War 2. Yeah, see, I don't count those as WARHammer games, though. But I'll see. Like I said, I got Shadespire for free. So when I do start dipping into Age of Sigmar, I'll probably start with that one. Because again, I got it for free for... I forgot what they were doing. I think it was just a promotion to get people to play it. I think it's also a mostly multiplayer thing. But we'll see if it has... we'll see if it has something there, like skirmish at least against AI. Anyways, folks, gonna call it. Thank you for joining me for this WAAAGHamma Wednesday showcase. If you've played this game before, please let me know your thoughts down below. Any tips, tricks you can offer me or anyone that is interested in picking this up. Happy to hear from you. If you play the tabletop, if you play the new version, the old version, or if you just like reading, you know, the books, the rule books for the lore and fluff. To my subscribers, you all stay awesome and you have an amazing day. Or if you prefer, stay amazing, have an awesome day. Drive by Redneck and Beers. I'll catch you next time. Yeah, Stormguard, Realms of Ruin. Those are the other two I remember hearing about. I mean, I did the beta for Realms of Ruin. I bounced on that. Until next time, though, y'all have a good morning, a good afternoon, and most importantly, have yourselves a very good night. See ya.